Don't allow me to influence what your brain is attracted to. However, that said, if you're wearing a pink t-shirt, and some guys can pull it off for that matter, there is just this part of me that thinks, really, brother? Like, you had to go and choose the pink t-shirt when you could have easily looked as good in the grey, the white, and the black, and we wouldn't have had to have a discussion about this thing. You're not on the fringe of femininity or masculinity. We just wear the fucking black t-shirt. Make it easier for me, brother. That is how I see Hyrox. If you just went and boxed and said, I box for fun, but also if there's a situation, I can protect the boys or myself and the family. It's killing two birds, one stone. Then I go to the gym and I lift heavy because it's good to be strong. It improves insulin sensitivity. It's a longevity thing. I'd say, fair go, brother. You don't need to spar. You don't need to come and join us afterwards, but I respect that. But when you go and do Hyrox, jack of all trades, master of none, in a group of people that typically are those, I'm in Bali, can't wait to meet new people, community vibes, the one who's going to be there today. I just think you just can't help. You just can't help yourself, Radin, but appear as beta. Like why? It is debilitating. I'm having a debilitating moment that if you get up in the morning and you do all of the archetypal, stereotypical Bali dude things, I feel like it's like this now. Get up, have an acai bowl, go for a walk down the beach, do some breath work, and then go to Hyrox. Hyrox is now in that bucket. The next thing you'll be telling me is that you're doing running classes. And I see you in the morning at 6 a.m. running in Canggu. The air quality is suffocating and you guys are hitting the pavement. And there's gals and guys and the gals and guys are mixing together, fist bumping each other, the gals and the guys together. I'm not training with girls. ¿Me entiendes? Nunca. And I do wonder what goes through your head. Do you not enter the class and then think, how am I appearing in this room right now? Is there no part of me that just would love to be at the top of the food chain? What would a top of the food chain male do? Train alone with the boys, box with the boys, blood, sweat and tears, get a black eye or two? Gay. No? Do you see where I'm going with this?
So Hyrox is gay, just to make it clear.
Yes. Yes, bro.
I mean, my opinion is whatever you can do to exercise. I'd rather you do Hyrox than not do anything.
Yes, bro. Obviously, I'd rather you do Hyrox than nothing, but that is such a low-ranking male take once again. It's like you don't realize what's coming out of your mouth here. Yeah, but it's better than nothing. As if to say it's such an annoyance. It's so debilitating that I exercise, that I must be in the company of so many people that motivate me and give me a push in the back, like, yeah, man, go that sled. Put another 5 plate on. Yes. What the fuck? You're coming with me. We're going to deadlift, we're going to spar, and we should do this for 100 days straight. And I bet ya, let's put it on Polymarket, I bet ya, with certainty, your testosterone levels will increase, because you'll be legitimately competing. In fact, this is not some BS theory. This is not tinfoil hat stuff. When you compete and you win, when you compete against other men who are competitive, your testosterone levels will increase. When you lift a heavy weight, pick it up, put it down. The heavier the weight, you are going to increase human growth hormone, testosterone, the feeling, the BDNF, the brain-derived neurotropic factors, the dopamine, the norepinephrine, all the neurotransmitters that make you and make you satisfied as a man occurs in the midst of the potential of you losing against another man. Mono e mono.
Have you ever done Hyrox before?
Bro,
Because
have I ever painted my nails? Why are you asking me this, mate?
Fuck.
Be careful.
Holy shit.
Like I said,
That was going.
it's Yeah, you'd be right.
That was gone.
I don't know. Brother.
Anyways, listen. If you've never done Hyrox before, right? And there's a bit of a thing going on where you pair up and you kind of have each other's backs, right? So I'll tell you what it is, right? It's it's six.
Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. It's six stations. You're in each station for 6 minutes, and in that 6 minutes, he does 15 burpees and you do the ski erg, and you switch when he does 15 burpees. So the guys on the ski are like, bro, hurry up, I'm dying here. And this guy's like, all right, I'm getting to it. And you flip and you keep switching for 6 minutes. Then you go to the next one and then you keep switching. So it's like you got to do 15 of these or 10 of these and then you switch. So it's like, anyways, we digress. We've got some questions in the chat.
Okay.
Got some questions in the chat. Do you want to answer the questions or should I move to, let's answer the questions.
Let's answer the questions. But before we begin that, I just want to say that I apologize that I can't help being me. And when it comes to these topics where you have somewhat of a feminine touch, I do feel guilty at the end of these streams sometimes because I'm not trying to little bro you.
No. Don't feel guilty at all. Hyrox is not feminine.
Okay.
Hyrox is high T.
You're right.
Masculinity is not defined.
That's one way of looking at it.
Okay, so I do not know.
I guess you're so secure in yourself that you can go to a Hyrox class
Oh, yeah.
in pink underwear.
I don't have pink underwear though.
I'm the insecure one.
But here's the thing, it is a competition because at the end you're on assault bikes and it's whoever you got to hit 15 calories and then switch 15 calories switch for 6 minutes and then the winner. So you're against other men and you're in against other men twos like there'll be 6 twos.
But the threat isn't legitimate enough. That's the problem. So when you
Got it.
surf, you can die. When you box, you can die. The fact is that the physical threat is such that the worst that can happen to you is you just fall on the ground out of breath. Bro, if I cop a head kick now from these boys, they're pros.
What time are they coming?
At 12.
12.
So if I cop a head kick, it's not good. Even if it's light, especially Islanders, bro, they just need to flick them. And they have this density. They're just like, and they just have to go, dunk. And bro, the side of your temple, it's game over.
They got heavy hands.
They got heavy hands.
All right. Question 1. Do you have any advice for having ADHD and the fact that I struggle to be present and my mind is always thinking?
Yes, I've got some advice. Someone, likely a psychologist or a psychiatrist, diagnosed you with ADHD. Before this, or before someone told you that ADHD was a real condition, you did not know what ADHD was. You were struggling to frame what you're suffering from. But the moment someone told you that you were suffering was the moment that you considered it an illness. Whereas when I look at ADHD, I think this is your personality type. It's God-given, it's genetic, whatever you want to define it as. Channel that into something that could benefit your life. Be ADHD. Now, what I've noticed with ADHD people, and mind you, there was a reel that discussed that earlier in my life, the resident psychiatrist at Christ the King, which we both went to, diagnosed me with ADHD very young and told my father that they'd like me on medications, namely the dexamphetamines, which was the common first-line treatment for ADHD for prepubescence in Western Australia at the time. I know it's crazy, it's legal speed, but that's what they did. And I believe they probably do the same thing today. Maybe they use Ritalin, but for the most part, this class of drugs is working in the same areas of the brain and very similar mechanisms of action. So by this point, you understand that I know what ADHD is, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, yes. But I didn't take those medications. I ended up okay. Do I still to this day regularly undergo the exact symptoms that this person is reporting? Yes. Yes, I do. Most of my day, in fact, is filled with irritation. I'm annoyed at things, but this is part of the way that I work. Now, when everyone in the house hears me scream, they laugh. Because all they hear is this when I'm working. Fuck! What the fuck? This! Man, fuck this. Nah. This is my method of working. Now, if a Western psychiatrist was a fly on the wall and saw that, they'd see this as some sort of net negative. But I'm actually very civil in society, I'm orderly, I contribute, and no one knows that I undergo these phases throughout the day because I don't use it as an excuse. It's not a net negative in my life. It's just part of me. Whereas Western psychiatry is trying to make you believe that you need to be closer to normal. And closer to normal is like everyone else. And most people in society live a mediocre life. So if you want to be like everyone else, cure your ADHD. Listen to the Western psychiatrist. Those symptoms will go away. I promise you. But you will likely suffer from not being you, and you will not be able to channel that ADHD, air quotes, into your flow state that will provide you with the success that you're after. Now, for me, I'm fulfilled and satisfied in my life. Now it takes some time to figure out that formula. I'm 35 now. Yes, in my early 20s, it was terrible. Now, when you layer on top other drug experiences, the days leading after, the come downs, etc., an ADHD person, someone genetically predisposed to depression, anxiety, they've got some polymorphism, you should stay away from drugs more so than the people that don't suffer from this stuff. And so for me, it was, I'm committing to a good sleep. Because trust me, that will dampen these symptoms the next day. Trust me, guy. Alcohol and drugs, zero. No. Nicotine, caffeine, whatever, all that stuff is piss. Never drink, never take drugs. Make sure that your primary sex hormones, especially if this is a male, are in balance. You're in the physiological range. You're not too high, you're not too low. That's why I'm on TRT. But that doesn't mean I take anabolic steroids anymore either, too high. And I'm not too low that I'm saying, yeah, I just want to stay natty. No. Right where I need to be. And so if you can make yourself as physiologically in sync as possible, you'll notice that these symptoms are less so. And once you accept that this is part of you, you'll no longer see it as a net negative. You'll see it as a positive. And once you win, once you are objectively healthier than most people, better in the boxing gym, better at the gym, you've got more money than them, your family is more beautiful, all of the hallmarks of what it means to be a successful person, then you're going to be looking down at these Western psychiatrists going, I think you're sick.